Hold the rope from the hose guide tube in one hand and lower the nozzle into the sewer line by using the hose reel direction lever located on top of the control panel. Leave 6 to 8 inches of slack in the hose after it touches bottom. Secure the rope to the tie-down cleat provided. This will help keep the hose guide tube in its proper position. Now put the hose into the level wind guide and set the hose reel footage counter to 0. Place the vacuum tube into the manhole. Extensions can be easily attached if needed to reach the bottom of the manhole. Move the boom into position and secure the suction hose to the vacuum tube using an 8-inch quick clamp. There are 3 water systems on the vac-con sewer cleaner, and each has its own control valve. These are the debris body flush-out control valve, and it's located on the curb side of the truck at the water pump. The valve used to control the handgun is located on the front bumper, curbside. The hose reel valve is the top valve on the front panel of the reel. Check to make sure that only one system is activated at any given time. All other control valves must be in the off position. The water system is powered by the auxiliary engine and activated by the pump control valve. The pump control valve feeds the other 3 systems and should also be in the off position before starting the auxiliary engine. Since the sewer line is going to be rotted out, the hose reel control valve should be opened first. Start the auxiliary engine by turning the switch located on the front control panel to the on position. All vac-con sewer cleaners are equipped with a vacuum breaker system. This automatically closes the breaker doors whenever the body indicator reaches full or the parking brake is released. There's also a manual switch at the front control panel. Make certain it's turned on, then increase the vacuum suction by adjusting the blower throttle until the desired RPMs have been reached. Water is then supplied to the jet hose by turning the pump control valve to the on position. Water pressure is controlled by rotating the water pump throttle and should be adjusted to the appropriate pressure. Applying downward pressure on the hose reel control lever frees the nozzle, allowing it to propel itself down the line. The speed of the hose reel can be fine-tuned by adjusting the speed control knob by the hose reel control lever. Be careful not to overspeed the reel, causing the hose to backlash. Once the nozzle has traveled the desired distance forward, slowly rewind the hose by lifting the hose reel control lever. This back flushes the debris to the manhole, where it's vacuumed into the debris body of the truck. When the line has been thoroughly cleaned and the nozzle is ready to be removed from the manhole, reduce the RPMs on the water pump engine until the water pressure gauge drops below 800 psi. The vacuum system should also be throttled down at this time. Now shut the pump control valve off and then the hose reel control valve. Using the boom control lever, reposition the vacuum tube so it's clear of the hose and hose guide tube. Remove the hose from the level wind guide and unwind the tie-down line. Hold the rope from the hose guide tube in one hand and remove the hose from the manhole by using the hose reel control lever. Take the handgun out of the toolbox and attach it at the passenger side of the truck. Return to the front of the truck and turn on the handgun and pump control valves. Move the vacuum tube back into position and throttle up to the desired RPMs to increase the vacuum suction. With the auxiliary engine running at an idle, use the handgun to clean the sidewalls and bottom of the manhole as well as the aluminum vacuum tube if needed. Be sure to clean the pavement area around the manhole before turning off the handgun. When finished, turn off the pump control valve and the handgun control valve. Shut off the auxiliary engine and lift the vacuum tube up approximately 1 foot from the bottom of the manhole to allow debris and liquid to clear the tube. Then throttle the RPMs down to an idle. Disconnect the handgun and recap the connection. It's a good idea to drain water out of the handgun and hose before storing it away, particularly in cold weather. If equipped with the optional hydrostatic blower drive, turn it off with the lever control located behind the hose reel. Lower the pipe so it is, again, resting on the bottom of the manhole. Release the 8-inch quick clamp and move the boom out of the way. Take the vacuum tube out of the manhole and detach any extensions that may have been added. Store and secure all of the aluminum pipe in its proper location. Detach the rope from the hose guide tube, leaving the tube on, and remove the nozzle and the pipe assembly from the leader hose. Thread the hose onto the swivel fitting on the level wind guide and move it back into transport position. Using the joystick, move the boom so the suction hose is over the stabilizer bar and lower it to the transport position. Then, lock the cradle lever. To prepare the hose reel for transport, make sure that everything is properly stored and the truck is ready for transport before moving to position the truck for drainage. If the vehicle